What do you think you get if you merge a taiga biome with a survival island? Short answer is probably this seed we could see right here, because yeah, you spawn literally right in the middle of the ocean, right on a taiga island. Your spawn is located right on a stony shore, right next to a taiga biome, and yeah, this taiga biome has literally all the quirks you would expect from a taiga biome, being the spruce wood, being the foxes, and being a village. And it might seem lucky enough to have a village spawn right in the middle of the ocean on this one island, but what's even luckier is the fact that there is not just one, not just two, but 3 separate blacksmiths inside this one village. We have this one we can see right here, we have this one right next to a pumpkin patch, and we have this one sitting itself right here. Which means in case you were worried about the fact that you were starting on an island, then worry not, because you are pretty much set, not just with the village, but with all the blacksmith loot you could find inside the village. Also, because there is quite a decent amount of stony shore around the place, that does mean you also get quite a few quirks around here, with being all this ore just standing out here. You got some copper, you got some coal, there's probably some iron somewhere around the place. So yeah, getting started here, really not going to be too much of a challenge at all. Also, you're not just limited to spruce wood, because there is a tiny little bit of forest just sitting itself right on the edge over here too. But on top of plenty of resources and loot and everything on the surface, there's also plenty of things below the surface, because literally just right here we can see there's a pretty decent cave entrance, and oh, what's that? What's that we can see right there? Are my eyes not deceiving me? Is this an abandoned mine shaft? Literally accessible from the surface. It is indeed, and it houses pretty much everything you would expect inside of a mine shaft. Long hallways, a spider spawner here and there, a treasure chest just above. Wait a minute. Yeah, literally pretty much right where you spawn, there's a treasure chest literally just below right here. So if I've not convinced you yet, getting started here is really easy. But if you're that 1% who still thinks spawning on an island with all this generous stuff is still not easy enough, and from the island just head about 200 or 300 blocks this way, and then there's mainland literally just right here. But for the 99% of people who actually does think this is easy enough, then shouldn't be too much of a problem at all to build yourself another portal. Speaking of which, this is actually the spawn you'll actually manage to get, and from the looks of things, it's very boxed in. Apart from a few areas here and there, it's pretty hard to navigate around here. Apart from maybe this way, and not really. So at least for right now, let's just stick with the overworld. As well as some other things you could find inside the ocean, such as just a couple hundred blocks from the island, you get yourself an ocean monument, with actually some pretty decently long legs as we could see. But if one ocean monument wasn't enough, then just head yourself a little bit over this way to find yourself a second one. But unlike the other one, this one unfortunately doesn't have any long legs, but what it does have is some pretty strange rock generation around the place. Is it just me, or do you rarely see like slabs of generation like this spawning inside of here? Almost as rare as spawning literally on top of a taiga survival island. But something that's not quite as rare, having ends of videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.